version so that people can stream it live on YouTube. Okay. Okay. So I'm live on the YouTube. Sorry for taking your time. Just trying to. Okay. So without wasting time, I'll just go straight to the point. So I'm going to share my screen this afternoon. Okay. Okay, so this evening, without wasting time, I think it's only one class we can take for today. So we're going to take the logistics solution this evening. So I'm just going to use a staging server to demonstrate it. This application was actually built. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. This application was actually built for, don't mind the NIPOST you are seeing. It was actually built by NIPOST for Nigerian Postal Service to handle our logistics application. Now, this application has two interface. One is the customer's interface, and the other interface is NIPOST interface. It's primarily built for e-commerce item where merchants can actually integrate to this application and register an item and call and request for pickup from NIPOST. So the two interfaces that are involved, one is for the merchant and one is for NIPOST. So we are going to start with the one for the merchant. So Jumia is one of the merchants that is currently using this application. So all you need to do is to have a username and a login details. So you log into the application. Now, when you log into this application right now, you're going to see a dashboard. You're going to see the dashboard, order created, total pickup, pending for pickup, total delivered, pending for delivery. These are the things that you're going to see. Now, under this platform, the merchant has only one role to play in this regard, that is to create orders. So if a merchant that is selling drugs, he wants NIPOST to come and pick up a certain drugs for him in his office, what he just needs to do is for us to create an account for this merchant. So the merchant has two options in this regard. If the merchant doesn't have a website that he can actually integrate to NIPOST, the merchant can have this interface, this front end. This front end is actually not built for NIPOST, it's built for the merchant. So you can see at the extreme end, you can see it's Jumia. Me, I'm logged into Jumia. I'm a Jumia merchant. So the merchant name now is Jumia. Now it means that if the customer has a website, the customer can also integrate this particular interface, this dashboard you are seeing, it can interface it to its own application. So it doesn't need to have a username and a login detail to log in into this platform. All it just needs to do is to do whatever it wants to do and push it to this platform for pickup. And NIPOST will definitely pick up this item. Now, if you look at it critically, you see that the system can create order, the system can monitor the order. That means the merchant can actually know the status of his item, what is happening to his item, irrespective of whatever location that he has actually sent the item to. Now, if we look at manage order, this is where the customer actually creates the order. So the customer click on manage order. In this regard, the customer has two options in this place. It's either you use bulk import or you use create order. If it's using create order, it means that it's creating order one after the other. But if it's using bulk, it means that from his own platform, he can decide to program his platform that, okay, before you push to NIPOST, first of all, aggregate all these orders into an XLE file. So XLS file. So by the time he aggregates all of them to XLS file, or you can also use a CSV file. By the time he aggregates them into that, he can push them via this platform to this interface and request for pickup. Now you can see that there is a place where you can actually import either the CSV file or the Excel file. Now, if you look at it very well, you will see that sometimes when you want to do Excel, you may not know the requisite format for you to use. So this application gives you the format that you can actually use to create your kind of your bulk this thing. If you click, you can see download sample. So if I have more than 1, 2, 3, 4 items I want to do, I can easily use that feature and say, I will now create Excel even up to 1,000 items and now say upload into the system. So at once I push the 1,000 item to NIPOST for actually pickup. But this afternoon, we are going to look at just creating of one single order. Now, when you click on the create order, that means you're creating one single order. What this one means that once the customer actually interface this with his own this thing, it's from his own page that I will be creating the order. It doesn't need to come to this page. But where the customer doesn't have a website, doesn't have any portal to handle those kind of information, NIPOST provides this portal for the customer. So the customer has internet at home in his office. He has a laptop in his office. And when customer order for item, what he just needs to do is to capture this item and release them for pickup to NIPOST and request for pickup from NIPOST. And NIPOST in a jiffy will come to this place and pick it up. And once he pick it up, this customer can keep tracking the record and see where those items have actually, where the current status of the item. If they have been delivered, they will know. If it's coming back to the sender, it will also be able to know. So now, if you look at this very well, you see pickup address. It means that this merchant has he has in his location is programmed in a way that he can actually send items to Abuja. He can send items to Bauchi. He can send items to Ikeja. He can send items. He can request pickup from all these stations. So if the person is residing in Gariki area 10 and he wants only the area 10 post office to always come and pick up his item, this area 10 post office is the only pickup station that will be assigned to this particular vendor. It means that anytime the vendor wants to request for an item, he click on the pickup address, so he sees only Ikeja from the pickup address. Oh, so he doesn't need to see who say Yanya want to. He sees only the offices that are actually assigned for him to call for pickup. So you can see that the service provider is NIPOST. Now there's a way B. So we're going to do the way B. I'm going to use a way B called Tega 123. Then I'm going to pick the dates. I'm going to pick the same order number. So the way B number is actually what the system used in tracking the item. So I'm going to use a delivery option. I have what they call normal. I have what they call express delivery, and I also have what they call premium. Now, EMS is actually express delivery. The premium service is the post-express delivery. So NIPOST actually don't offer this premium express delivery. So for now, we're actually using the express delivery. The normal is the conventional. If you want conventional to deliver it, you pick the normal. So what is programmed for them is actually the express delivery, which is the EMS delivery. Now you go to delivery type, you're going to see to customer, you're going to see to shipper location. Now this application do two type of shipping. One, it can actually do delivery to the individual customer. Then it can also do shipping to another location. So for instance, now like WAEC is giving NIPOST certificate to deliver. But the way WAEC actually gave the job to NIPOST is that, okay, NIPOST, we are not going to deliver the certificate to the individual, to the residential address. We have headquarters in every state capital. So you are going to pick up this certificate from our headquarters in Lagos, and you are going to take it to the state capital and drop those certificates there. So anybody within that state will definitely go to that state capital, the WAEC state office, and collect those items, collect the certificate from there. So at this point, it is not to the end user, but to a particular location for on-one delivery. So this is where you now use to shipper location. That means you are picking on behalf of the merchant, and you're dropping it either at the merchant office, like Jumia. NIPOST can decide to take that kind of delivery. So, okay, Jumia doesn't have truck, so NIPOST can pick up all Jumia items because Jumia has an office in Abuja. So NIPOST can pick them and drop them in the Jumia office in Abuja. So that is to shipper's location. All Jumia just need to do is to track the item, the bag that they have actually placed there, and say, oh, this bag has actually been delivered in the Jumia office. So for now, we're going to be doing individual. So we're going to pick the customer's name. So we'll say, okay, the customer's name is Felix Dega. And so what are the important ones? Phone numbers are important, right? Emails are actually not important. Address is important. So we're just going to put Abuja as address, right? So so nearby landmark, or some of these forms are actually not important. City that the item is going to, so the item is going to Ikeja, and I select the state, that is Lagos. The item is going to Lagos, and this item is going to Lagos. Okay, let me say the item is going to Bauchi. Bauchi. The item is going to Bauchi. So I pick Bauchi. So I pick Bauchi. I pick the local government of Bauchi. So this item is going to Bauchi town, Bauchi local government. So description of items, let's say it is drugs, and the weight of the item is 0.5, right? Okay, 0.5, that's the weight of the item. Then the item name is a chloroquine. So, and the quantity is just 12 pieces. So now I have two ways of saving. I can save this as a draft. That means if I don't want it to go to NIPOST, so I can come here and say save as a draft. So I save this item as a draft. This item has been saved as a draft. So I can come here, I can come back here. Now, if I go to my order, or if I go to my orders, you will find out that this item is flagging not ready for pickup because I saved it as a draft. So on the merchant platform, this item is actually not ready for pickup, right? So the merchant can actually program his own to be saving as a draft since it's not ready to dispatch those items yet. So he's just selling, he's just doing everything. So by the time he's ready for pickup, that's when he can now come here and click on the view and say, okay, now I'm ready for pickup. So he's going to just click on calculate. So he calculate the amount is 1,275 naira. Then he now comes here and says submit. So he can say save. If he doesn't have a label that he wants to put, NIPOST also offers such labels. So you can now say, okay, save and print. Are you sure you want to say yes? So now I can save. So this is the label that you can actually place on the item. So I'm just going to print the label. I will share the label later on. So I just print the label. So you can see this is the copy of the label. So this item now, you can see before it was reading not ready for pickup, but now is now reading ready for pickup. So it means that Jumia actually has done this his own job, or any of the merchant has actually done their own job, and their job they have done is completed. So they've sent the item, that the item is ready for pickup. Automatically, this item has been flagged in NIPOST platform. So NIPOST has two ways to pick this item. Is either NIPOST go via the mobile app to pick up the item, or NIPOST go via the mobile app to pick up the item, or sorry, I'm coming. Okay. Sorry, getting some screen on. Okay. So is either NIPOST pick via the mobile app or NIPOST pick via the web. So Jumia has actually created an order and he has requested for order. So we're going to log out of this Jumia and we're going to log in as NIPOST. So I'm going to log in right now as NIPOST. So I click on NIPOST and automatically I go to my pickup. You can see there are so many pickup here, but for today, I have only one pickup. Are you seeing it now? This is Tega 123. This is what I created. So I can click on this and say, okay, let me mark it as pickup. So I mark it as pickup. Now it's going to tell me which facility I am. So if I'm only in Ikeja, I'm just going to pick the item in Ikeja. So now I'm actually assigned to so many of the offices. That's why you see so many offices popping up. So I'm going to pick it as Ikeja office. But the system automatically pick my name that this is Felix AA, right? Because this I'm using the staging server. So I'll just come here and say click pick up. Now, even on the mobile app, I'm going to show you the mobile app when I finish with the web that you can actually pick up this, because what I have on the mobile app is live. So I'm going to show you the live transaction. So now this item, Tega 123, has actually been picked up by NIPO staff. Now, if Jumia decide to say, okay, or the merchant decide to say he wants to track this item, you'll be able to see. So let's track this item. We track this item. This item was created exactly 3:48. This thing that is 12 minutes to 3. That was when the order was created. And don't mind the time because I'm actually using a staging server. So you can see that the order was picked from the merchant location and is in transit. You picking the order from the merchant location doesn't mean that the order has actually reached the office. There are two ways to this. Now you can pick the order from the merchant location, and instead of you taking it to Gariki post office, if you know that where you are is closer to where you're going to deliver it, you can take that item to where you're going to deliver the item. And so instead of you to say, okay, you are taking it back to the post office for them to document it, with the mobile app, you pick the item from the mobile app. You can actually zoom up to where you are and just do the needful by delivering the item. So all these features, you're going to see them as we're going on. So you can see that these two activities have actually been actioned on this particular mail item. So we can go back now to status. So go to status. Now we have picked the item and it's telling us that it's in transit. So if the item is actually coming to Gariki, it's coming to Ikeja, sorry, then Ikeja could just come here and also, okay, I'm going to update this item. So you click on the update when they have actually received the physical item in the office. That means the dispatch rider will pick up the item and he brought it to Ikeja. He didn't go to deliver it. But if he's going to deliver it, he can just begin to say, okay, scan in, because he is an office, he's in transit. So he can say scan it. That means I'm receiving it as an Ikeja officer. So, but if the officer is taking, so I'm actually talking two ways now. That means this person can easily go take the item to his office and his office will receive the item. So you receive the item at Ikeja, right? Or he can as well receive the item from his own mobile app. and say, yes, this item has actually been received by Ikeja Post Office, not just pick up. So, and he cannot action it that, oh, the item is now, he can do 2 actions on. So we're going to see it. Can do after accepting it, he can say act for delivery. So the merchant will be able to see what is actually happening to his mail. So we're just going to say, okay, this item have actually reached Ikeja. So we have updated this item successfully. So let's see the tracking of this item. Tega 1, 2, 3. Let me copy it. So if we check the Tega 1, 2, 3, we see that the status have actually changed. You can see order reach Ikeja. So even on the mobile app, the person can actually do that. Now, when you finish doing that, you continue the update. When the updates, you feel that, okay, the update is going to, you want to update it more. So because it's actually going to Bauchi, so you can say, okay, I'm scanning out now. So I'm sending this item to Bauchi. So I'm going to pick Bauchi from the system. So I look at Bauchi, type program Bauchi here. Okay. Okay, so this is Bauchi. So I picked it and I say, okay, sorry, I'm scanning from Ikeja and I'm scanning out to Bauchi. So Bauchi. So I picked it and I looked at the time that I'm saving 3:55. So let me just, so I've done the update. So let's just see. We'll be able to see that this item has actually has left order dispatch from Ikeja. That means the order is in transit to Bauchi. So now I can decide to log in as a Bauchi person and receive this item actually in Bauchi. Because if you look at my signing in, you find out that my signing in is at Ikeja. But I have different user. So for instance, okay, let me go back to the scan. So I go back to the update, still the same way. So I'm going to receive this item in Bauchi, right? So I'm going to say, okay, I'm scanning in right now. Which location am I scanning into? I'm receiving something in Bauchi. So I'm going to update it by 3:56. So this item has been updated successfully. Where you click, please, can you turn off your mic, please? So when you click on this, you can see that order reach Bauchi. So this merchant can be seeing all the activities that is actually happening to this particular mail item. So now that he has reached Bauchi, Bauchi can decide, okay, this time around, the item has actually reached Bauchi. So Bauchi can also do an update on the item. So you can decide to say, okay, I'm not scanning it and I'm not scanning out. It's out for delivery. So you can say out for delivery. You pick up the facility also in Bauchi. This time around, it's 5:57. That is a minute after. So I've done this transaction, and I'm going to also track it. So by the time I track it, you're going to see that order is out for delivery in Bauchi. Is in Bauchi. So now, still on the updates, I can also click on this I button also in Bauchi also. Please, Mrs. Bonnie, can you turn off your sound? So I can pick now attempted delivery. When I attempt delivery, I also pick the location is in Bauchi. I'm attempting the delivery. The reason is that was late for delivery. Person was not available. So I pick and I update the status. Now at this stage, clients is seeing all the activities because if you integrate to this application, this application actually can be querying this application. So his customers can also be tracking from his own website and be knowing the current status of this particular application. So now I'm going to track this item. Let's see the latest status. So we are going to see the latest status now. Delivery attempt failed. Person not available at time of delivery. So now we go back to, so the same item now, it is time for us to actually deliver this item. So come here, when I say, okay, we want to deliver this item this time around. So we pick on delivery, pick on the I. Please, Mrs. Wadi, please, can you turn off your sound, please? Okay, so we click on the delivery. I'll now say mark as delivered this time around. So we're going to mark this item as delivered. So which facility is it delivered? The delivery date and time. So it was delivered on this date, and the time was 15. So we can say it was delivered at 4 o'clock, delivered to Felix. We can also get Felix contact. So all these other ones are actually immaterial. So we just click on it. The item is delivered successfully. Now, if we click on it, we'll be able to track this item. So the merchants should be able to see that this item was actually delivered. These are the details of the delivery, right? So the merchant can see that this item has been delivered. Now, at the end of the month or at the agreed time, NIPOST can now go back to the application and begin to generate an invoice for this particular application. So NIPOST is going to pick, because it's Jumia that I use, so I'm going to pick Jumia and I'm going to I'm going to search for new transactions from Jumia. So I'm going to say new invoice. So I'm going to pick the merchant, Jumia, sorry. I'm going to pick merchant, Jumia, right? And I'm just going to search if I have any new invoice. So you can see I have invoice for Tega 123. So, and the amount is 1,275 Naira. Sorry. So, hello? So the amount is 1,200 Naira. 1,275 Naira. So now I'm going to generate the revenue. So I generate invoice, and this invoice has automatically been sent close the door. So this invoice has actually been generated and been sent to Jumia. So I'm going to log into Jumia. I'm going to log into Jumia, and now when I log into Jumia, I'll go and check the invoice. The invoice has actually been sent to NIPOST, to Jumia from NIPOST. So now that I've actually sent the Jumia, will just go to invoice and check if NIPOST have actually sent the invoice. So they click on the invoice and they see it. This is a pending transaction. So they can easily view this transaction and know what they have actually done. So they can see it's Tega 123. This is the transaction. Now there could be problem arising from this transaction. So there's a dispute settlement that Jumia may decide to say, no, we are not accepting this. So Jumia will say, okay, the order was not accepted at the customer, order not delivered yet, order was found broken. So they can just raise what they call dispute. So Jumia raised a dispute and they sent to NIPOST. So when they send this dispute to NIPOST, NIPOST also log into the system. There's a pre-alert system on it. NIPOST log into the system and found out that the invoice they sent to Jumia was actually having an issue. So they click on it. After they have clicked on it, they'll be able to see that there is an issue in regard to this. So, and you can see 0. A net count is 0. Order count is 1. Disputed count is 1. So they have actually not resolved the issue, right? So that's why you can see the one that they have resolved, you can see that there is 0 here. So now I can just click on it to see what was the problem. The problem was that order was found broken. At this stage, NIPOST can decide to say, okay, want to pay compensation to Jumia. So NIPOST click on the action and say, okay, we want to pay 10% compensation for what you have done. Now, if NIPOST is using percentage, they use this box. But if NIPOST wants to use a fixed price, okay, we are removing only 200 naira from this transaction, or we are removing 300 naira from this transaction. So this fixed price, this is a fixed price, a fixed amount. Okay, we are removing 15 naira for the inconvenience. This is what you have. But if NIPOST wants to do the percentage, okay, for every problem you have, we are removing 25%. The system calculates 25% for NIPOST. So at this time, we're just going to use this thing and I'll say resolve. Just put resolve, because you must have called Jumia and you click on it has been agreed and with merchant. So you save. It means that Jumia is going to pay dispute order is ready for payment. Now that the dispute has been resolved, you go back to the invoice and now generate the new invoice for the merchant. So you come here, you now click. Immediately you click and you select the merchant this time around, because you've actually resolved the dispute. And you now click, you now see that a new amount will come, 956 naira 25 kobo. That is not the new invoice. So you generate the invoice. Immediately you generate the invoice, because the dispute has been resolved, new invoice created. It means that this invoice has been sent to Jumia. So now we're going to log in as Jumia and try to see what we have with this new invoice. So we want to pay this new invoice. So we come here and we'll now click on the invoice. So we click on the invoice, you're going to see that there's a new invoice of 956 naira that is pending for payment. So Jumia just click on this payment platform, and this payment it comes up. You have what they call Innovate Pay. You have what they call NPP. Now, the NPP means that there's an option for you to actually pay in the bank. You can pay with card, so you can click on card, and you now say they can also create wallet. You can create a click on wallet. But now we're going to use card. So when you say proceed, you're going to see the system taking you to where you're going to put your card. Now, apart from this card payment, there's also a place, though it's disabled here, but it's not disabled in the live. It's actually in the live transaction that you have different options of payment. Maybe before we finish this training, I'll be able to show you the live. Though I cannot log into the Jumia, because only Jumia that has access to that portal, so I may not be able to log in to the Jumia. But there's other options of payment, like USSD payment. There are options of payment. You can actually print the invoice and go to the bank and pay. And you can do a wallet payment. You can do so many different type of payment. Even internet banking payment is actually integrated to the live portal. Now, this is where you actually do the final payment, and the sharing formula has already been configured to the system. Everybody becomes win-win. Now, I'm going to show you the mobile app. Just give me a minute, please. So this is, I'm going to share my phone now. I'm going to share my phone with you so that you see how the mobile app actually work. So I'm turning off this sharing, and I'm sharing my screen with you, sharing my phone with you. Okay, so I'm almost there. So you're going to see my phone will come up in a while, in a short while. I'm not going to bring my. just hold on. Any question? So this is my phone I'm sharing with you. So can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we
Okay.
can.
So I'm trying to locate the NIPOST application. Okay. So this is the application. You have two choices here, two options. One is for you to do the scanning, and the other one is for you to type the transactions, right? So we are going to type a transaction. So just hold on, let me get okay, so I'm going to get one. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Can you
Yes,
hear
we
me?
can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So I'm going to type this Please, can you turn off, please? So I just did one. I hope you can see my screen. So now this is the mobile app. This item, if I click here, if there was a pending for pickup, you can see order pending for pickup. You see the numbers of items that is showing order pickup for ready pending for pickup. So I can click on it and I'll get it. But these items that have all been picked up, so I can come here now and I say, okay, this order, I can scan this order in. If you check the delivery status, you see that the last update is a delivery attempt failed, person not available at time of delivery, right? So, and this item is currently in Adamawa. So I can decide to say, okay, I want to deliver this item. So I scroll down to delivery. I click on delivery, right? And I say next. So it gives me option for the customer to sign. The customer can sign his signature, put his phone number 070-360-11503, right? So they always use 9 numbers, so 070-360-1503, right? When you finish, you just click on done on your system, and that is all. So you can use the mobile app. Now you say delivery attempt fail. We can still do second delivery and say add for delivery. So let's just do add for delivery and click next. Order status updated. Now, if you try to put in this order again, you find out that you can see order is add for delivery. So this is what the mobile app actually does, right? So if it is for pickup, if you are a pickup officer, immediately you click no data is fine. But if I go to change location now, like now I'm in Yola. If I was having this is Keja GPO, I can decide to update. It means that one officer can be in 1 or 2 locations. It's a flexible application. So if I come here and I say pending for pickup, if they are actually pending pickup for this place, I'll be able to see that these items are pending. So I can use this system to pick them up. This is what the mobile app actually does, right? So this is all that we have concerning the mobile app. I can decide to log out of the mobile app so that you see where you want to log in. This is just what it's going to tell you, your username and your password. So if you log in with your username, so I'm going to log in with my username. So it comes here. You just see only one location according to your configuration. So the office where you are stationed, like me, because I'm running a test, I'm stationed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 offices. So I can pick this. I'm working for this office and I click updates. And it gives me option for me to track. So that is all about the mobile app. So I want to turn on my screen, my phone, so that we can discuss more. This has taken us to the end of the training. Any question? So let's discuss. The floor is open for every one of us. Let's discuss it. Thank you for listening and also creating the time to attend this training. God bless you. Hello? Hello?
We are still with you, sir.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, we can hear you.
Okay, so please, can we ask questions? Can we ask questions? We are done with the training for the logistics solution. So if you have any question as regard to that, please, the floor is open. You can ask questions. Unfortunately, my moderator is not around today, so I'm still the one moderating today. So please, can you ask your question?
I've been raising hand, Sha.
Okay, Abdul Salam. I have Abdul Salam Samsudin. Okay, so let me start with Abdul Salam. Please, can you?
Okay, thank you very much, Felix. Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm fine.
My question goes like this: this logistic issue, does it has to do with both international and domestic, or how does it go?
Okay, the logistics solution for now is it has something to do with international. That is small packets.
Okay.
But we have not really fine-tuned the appropriate way for us to handle international small packet via this logistic solution.
Okay.
We tested it with Clever Links. Some of you who buy things from online from Alibaba, the
Yes.
logistics unit that carries it is Clever Links. If you check the small packets that you are sending, you see Clever Links. So NIPOST have actually tested this application with Clever Links, and they are satisfied. And they have also tested this application with Amazon. So we are hoping that once MOUs are signed by these various merchants, we could start using this solution for small packets. However, we are trying to build in another module that way, because the volume of the small packets are much. So we're trying to bring a module that will make the work to be less tedious to those people who are at the INPC office.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Samsudin.
Yes, sir. I wanted to ask about address, the recipient address.
The recipient's address. Hello? Hello, Samsudin.
Okay, yes, sir.
Mm.
I said the recipient item.
Mm.
I can see that it is not on the demo you've shown us. So how could this dispatch rider be able to locate the address of the recipient in particular?
When I was showing you, I didn't show you address. There was an address. There's an address.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Even though I was my data finished when you are trying to demonstrate the live version of the mobile app.
Mm.
So my data finished. So that's where I was thinking I would see the address. But I say nevertheless, let me just ask this question also.
There is an address in the
Okay.
form that you can see my screen. In the form
Yeah, I
that
can see your screen.
in the form that the merchant is entering, the
Okay.
merchant in the form that the merchant is entering, there
Yeah.
is a form there. There is a form there that is an address this thing. So you can see this is Jumia, right? Create order. If you click on create order, this is an address. Address 1, address 2. So are you
Okay.
clear with it now?
Yeah, I am clear with it. But
Okay.
it's just that I haven't seen the address where the dispatch rider can be able to on the destination post office. When you are checking the update and this thing, I have not seen the address, but nevertheless, I believe
The address is there. I also want
Okay.
to share you another screen of the receipt that I printed. Let me see. I printed the receipt. The address is on the receipt. That is the label. I printed the label. The address is on that label, right?
Okay. Okay. Then the second question is with regards to the role, because if I understood the app, it can be deployed to district, and the merchant could be in a state where the district or a particular post office is located, and that post office is control of a particular district. So I have not seen how the district can have a role in this app, especially even while controlling the dispatch riders. That's just what the two questions I have, I think.
Well, there is a role matrix in everything you are doing. You don't have the reason why you see me. I was able to do everything was because I have all the rules. And besides, I'm only using the demo sites. In the live sites, I don't have such privileges. Everybody is assigned. For now, it's the developer that is actually handling everything. So it's more secured. It's not as if one person has 2, 3, 4 rows. You understand? But on the demo, I have such privilege to navigate because time to time I will continue to train people. So that's why you're seeing so many rows. No, there's a role definition application.
Okay.
Okay. Any further question as regard to that?
Yes. I have a little question, or I will say my own clarification, please.
Okay.
Mr. Prof, thank you for the lectures. We really appreciate, honestly.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. This small packet, at least, I know that it's still part of our services and we have some commission on it, isn't it? If I'm
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Then with this packet that we have, because when I now look at it, this small packet is not giving much concentration like parcels and letters. Am I right?
Yes.
Good. And some of them is like when they receive it at the district level, they don't usually concentrate to deliver that mail effectively. So with this directive that you are giving us, how do you monitor mails or this small packet that is being sent to district level? And secondly, if the customer is not being able to deliver, how do you send it back to the sender?
Okay. I think
Please.
the CEO and the management staff, they are
Okay.
looking at a way forward on the small packets. We are like the way we demonstrated this application before you.
Yes.
The head of ICT, we also demonstrate this application before the top management. And if the decision is taken, then we are going to create a module in this application that will handle the small packet from the IMPC office.
Good.
What it will do is that all items, small packets that are coming in will be captured from the IMPC, and the system generates the amount automatically. So immediately you have fixed the weights on the system generates it. The ones that will be free will be free. The ones that will be chargeable will be chargeable. So at the point of collection, the customer definitely will be able to know that he's paying 200 naira, and a receipt will be printed automatically, automated receipt, or email will be generated, receipt will be generated to the person's email or phone number, as the case may be, depending on the agreement that the management are going to come up with. So at the district level, from the headquarters, they'll be able to know that 400 items were actually sent to Gariki district. So that 400 items, the amount for the 400 items, let's say it's 1 million naira. It is now documented that 1 million worth of transactions, terms of handling charges, are sent to Gariki district. Now this item has retention period. So within that retention period, if Gariki district also has not been able to deliver, the management from reporting will be able to know that they have not been able to deliver and why.
Yeah, great.
So it's not going to be an easy task, but we know that when we start, people will keep bringing in suggestions, bringing in solutions, and before you know it, in 6 months, would have been able to curb some of the excesses that have been witnessed in regards to small packets.
Okay, thank you. Then my second question, please, Mr.
Okay,
Prof.
Sir. Okay, ma'am.
We have this one is just a suggestion, or I would like to say observation, the way I now look at it, because already at this level, I think UP is already rating us with small packets.
Okay.
Am I right? Are you aware of that, please?
No.
Okay, because we have, you see that from IMPC to the district level, we don't even capture small packets. I think from that, maybe I will just check and see, maybe this month, maybe I've started, but for last month, I think it's like small packet is always flat. You understand? Okay. We will have the items, but when it comes in, we don't capture at the district level, no, will I say no information, even at the IMPC, no information. So the mail, do they carry it just like that without inputting them on the system, or how did they do it?
Before now, small packets were actually ordinary items.
All right.
And ordinary items don't really have barcodes, and they are not really, they are not documented. But as the period of Rufai, when it was in IMPC, He saw the
Yes.
influx of the small packet and the way the e-commerce now penetrated the world, and
Yes.
everybody is buying from the e-commerce platform. He now looked at it that, oh, if that is the case, because the UPU have actually not integrated these small packets into their system, then let us begin to charge them retention fee. So that was how this small packet issue, sending them, aggregating them, and sending them to district came on board. If not before now, small packets just go like ordinary letters.
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate for the clarification, Prof. God bless you. Bye.
Good afternoon, Felix. Good afternoon. Hello. Hello.
Maybe he's having a network issue. You can just maybe wait for small time for him.
Okay.
Sorry. So my phone just went off. That was why. So because of that, we are unable to schedule. But if we schedule for tomorrow, the first 10 people, maybe the first 5 people, will give them data. Hello.
Hi, I can hear you.
Okay, so maybe the first 5 people will be able to give them maybe 1 gig if we reconvene tomorrow. So it's not going to be the first 5 people. We are going to be. I'm going to monitor it. The first 5 people that log in, there won't be any bias or sentiments. You first 5 people that log in, we'll try to give them at least 1 gig tomorrow by the grace of God, if we actually reconvene, if we have papers to present. Otherwise, maybe on Wednesday. But on Wednesday, the top management is also going to use this platform. So we don't know when they are going to round up, but I know that their meeting is starting by 11 o'clock, and I am hopeful that by 2, they would have finished. So if we cannot reconvene tomorrow, definitely do that on Wednesday, and the first 5 people will get at least 1 gig of data, courtesy of me and my family. Thank you very much. Thank you for holding on, and thank you for coming today. God bless you, and as you go back, please stay home, stay safe, maintain social distance, wash your hands, and please stay safe for us. At the end of this pandemic, none of us shall be missing, and none of our families shall be missing, in Jesus' name. Thank you. Thank you. So
Thank
the meeting has actually come to an end, so you can familiarize yourself, you can talk. The floor is open, you can just socialize before you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So you can turn on all your audio, your video if you so wish. Thank you very much. Mrs. Marty.
Patience. Mrs. Patience, how are you?
Good afternoon, ma.
Aha, how are you, my dear? Miss you.
Really miss you too.
You lockdown, my dear.
This one, where you did? This one,
really tired of the lockdown.
I'm telling you, so bold.
Kure.
How is
Kure.
Mr. Felix, I greet you, sir.
Alpha.
I remain loyal, sir.
Madam Patience, now.
Yes, so I did your side, oh, I did your side. Aku lockdown.
So well done.